Hello and welcome to From the Boundary. I am Tom and I'm once again joined by my co-host Sam.
Before we start this episode, though, we need to talk about Quick Fix Bat Services. Got it right that time. Nailed it. Henry, who's been on the podcast, probably OG sponsor now. He has now offered. It's not now. He did it before Christmas. But all listeners to the From the Boundary show.
Get to the point, Sam. The point.
I think him sponsoring a podcast to two people who got ADHD is probably not the best idea. But never mind. Back on point. Henry gives all of the listeners to From the Boundary 5% off all his services. And all you have to do is message him, ask him for a service on Instagram, say you've come from us, use the code word boundary5 for 5% off. That is Quick Fix _ Bat Services. Quick Fix _ Bat Services on Instagram. Message Henry, go back, watch the episode that he's on, come back, watch this episode. Everyone's caught up. You know who Henry is. You know who we are.
We know who Henry is.
We know, well, and the listeners, because if they've not listened to everyone knows who Henry is. And then
they get to know who we are.
Then you get to know who we are, because that was a few episodes, and you'll have some episodes to catch up. And then, come back, listen to this episode, and then we're done. I feel like that was
don't think we ever got to the point.
No, the point is that Henry, if you message Henry at Quick Fix Bat Services, he'll give you 5% off. All you've got to do is say boundary 5, and it's 5% off all services. Perfect in time for the new season.
Amen to that.
Hello and welcome to From the Boundary, recorded in a loft in Kent. Let's see what these two idiots have to say this week. Before they start, though, I must ask you to follow, like and repost all their amazing social medias. Search From the Boundary on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and TikTok for updates and clips.
Hello and welcome back. Before we start this week's podcast, we need to discuss our Patreon. Sam, what is our Patreon?
Our Patreon, Tom, is patreon.com/From the Boundary Podcast. And on Patreon, it means that you can support us.
We sound professionals because we messed it up the first time. And how much does our Patreon cost, Sam?
Our Patreon is £5 a month. And for that even, oh fuck it, I'm not restarting. For that, you get these episodes that you're listening to now early. So rather than getting them on a Monday like everyone else, you can get them on a Saturday. You also get a discount on merch, which we haven't started yet. But when it starts, you'll get a discount on merch. There's also going to be extra episodes. We're going to probably aim to do one a month, potentially, probably. And we give you priority when it comes to contacting the podcast.
Excellent. Thanks, Sam.
Any other questions about it?
Not for now.
So, to reiterate, patreon.com/From the Boundary Podcast for just £5 a month, which is less than a pint in most places, isn't it? Basically,
down here it is, yeah.
Basically, buy me and Tom a pint a month, and then we'll be very happy with you. Thank you.
You finished coughing your guts out?
No.
Oh, okay.
I still don't feel. I felt rough last week.
Yeah.
And then still feel rough now. But I'm struggling to work out whether it's the fact I'm running on 6.5 hours sleep. Because this is probably the earliest we've ever fucking recorded.
It is the earliest we've done it, I'm sure.
We've decided to record at 10 o'clock. Well, no, I was going to say, why have we decided? Because we both got shit to do. And I was working last night. But it's 10 o'clock in the morning. And, yeah.
You messaged me at 7 and said,
I'm awake.
I'm awake, so you can come now. And I did get here.
You got here.
I got here early. It was 9:53. So I got here full 7 minutes early.
We arranged for 10 o'clock, and you was early for once, which I was quite impressed with.
Not the 2 and a bit hours early that you kind of, I assume you intentioned when you sent that message.
Well, I had a feeling you weren't going to be awake.
I was not.
I didn't think you would be. And then, yeah. Bin men. Working on a Thursday night and having the bin men Friday morning. Not a combination that I enjoy.
So did you forget and then you did it this morning, or did you do it last night?
No, I didn't forget. My bins are always outside, aren't they? They live outside.
Oh, so they live
it's just purely the noise of bin men coming round early in the morning when you got a window open. Because you might not have known this, but just after midnight last night, it was still quite warm outside.
Yeah, I went down to the train station last night about 9. And that's quite warm.
Yeah, it's still quite warm. So I had the window open, and as you are aware, bin men are notoriously quiet, and bin trucks don't make any noise, and the sound of about 2 weeks worth of stuff just falling out of a bin doesn't make any noise at all. So that was a bit of a shock to the fucking system when that woke me up.
Have you ever done that where you just like chuck some glasses on top and it's already sort of full and you're like, oh, that was a bit of glass just going out the. Do you know when you just sort of chuck it and whether it's quite full and you're like, oh yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that because it's now smashed like all the glass.
Oh yeah, no, mine was because I'm not here for the majority of the time. My bins never get beyond like a couple of carrier bags.
Oh,
but because I'm getting the house ready to sell, it's literally just been like, do we need it? Bin it.
Yeah.
Do we need it? Bin. Like, these are the ones I say no to. Just like to point that out. Do we need it? Yeah, chuck in the bin then. But do we need it? No, bin it. So my bin was completely full. And I was like, they're never going to take that. Not with the amount of weight in it. They're never going to take it. But yes, they took it this morning. I was really grateful.
That's good.
A couple of hours later would have been nice. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Sometimes.
Our bins are really good because it's like a communal thing. So, but like the bin men, it always it's like last night. It's always overflowing at that point. But the bin men can't tell like whose rubbish is whose basically. So you kind of can go down and be like, oh, it's overflowing. I've got loads more rubbish, and you just sort of chuck it on.
I mean, that falls apart if it's like an Uber Eats order. Mr. Reeves at 137. I wonder whose bag this was then.
Yeah. Because when we first moved in, we were like, we're gonna have a lot more like rubbish than everyone else's. But then I suppose that just happens all the time.
Yeah,
anytime someone moves in, you're just gonna end up with loads of their crap on it.
Have you got a chute at your place?
A what?
Like a rubbish chute?
No.
What happened there? I got stuck.
Shoe, I think.
I got stuck on the Have you got a rubbish chute?
No, it's just like the big sort of bins, basically.
You still have them at the bottom of a rubbish chute?
Yeah, we don't have a rubbish chute. It's like a little shed. It's just all in there. Well, do you want me to try it from the flat? Just... Ow! No, I missed that one.
I mean, it'd be impressive. You would have to clear the fucking way, wouldn't you? Right, this is going to be like Steph Curry levels of, watch out!
So, yeah, no.
Speaking of which, Nets is done.
Yeah.
And... I mean, we had quite a few new people join this year. It's quite impressive. What was also more impressive was how, at the rapid rate of knots, that some of us tried to kill the older players.
Yeah.
Because I think I nearly killed... What's embarrassing is actual wickets for pre-season. So we had 8 weeks pre-season. Actual wickets, I think I finished. So this is not including the nicks behind and the...
Yeah.
This is LBWs and bowls. I think in total I finished with 8. But team members nearly killed from me playing the shot in back towards the bowler. Bowling. I didn't kill anyone. Oh, yeah. All right, let you off. I think that reached double figures. Because I nearly took... Oh, you weren't there last week,
I wasn't there, but I've kind of...
Have you heard that when I nearly killed Captain?
Yeah.
I nearly killed Tensei Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was bowling in the other net as I played a lovely cover drive that was at catching height. The problem was he wasn't looking.
No.
He was walking back to his mark and, yeah, had to shout heads very quickly. And what's worrying is when you when you shout heads to someone.
Yeah.
And it came off the middle of the bat. It flew. And it was like a heads. And it was one of them where if you had longer, you kind of want to go, just duck. Yeah. Don't turn round and see if it's coming to you. If you turn around and see it's coming to you, it will kill you.
Yeah. And
yeah, I think he got to about there, saw it out the corner of his eye and went, fuck! So yeah.
No, I did. So obviously I wasn't there last week, but I did this week. I was like, why is there a curtain across the back wall?
Yep.
And then you managed to, it
left about 50 centimetres.
Yeah,
I found it 3 times.
6 inches from protecting about 25 metres, and you found it a fair bit, yeah.
I'm accurate.
Yeah, and then sort of, I was kind of obviously still a little bit like, I kind of gathered from what you'd done, but I was a little bit like, Can't have done that much damage to the wall, and then
We pulled the curtain back.
Sam pulled the curtain back. I was like, oh, blimey.
Yeah,
Wow.
there's a few, isn't there? There's one that looks like the ball is like half in there,
Mm.
and then there was a few high up ones that
I don't think we'll be going back there, given we've nearly ruined their wall.
nearly ruined their wall. Got told off for marking the floor.
Broke the net.
Broke the net. We nearly broke that again on this week.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we pulled it too far and then couldn't get it back past. So that was quite fun. Yeah, I just think in general they're probably not going to enjoy us if we say we'd like to come back next year.
Yeah.
If they'd like to put another net in, because 2 of them's quite need another one really. The amount of people we've had this.
Well, yeah, but you don't usually get that many for a net, do you?
I think we will do. How do you feel after nets? Like
Okay.
when next game, you're not. I know you're not playing. You've taken about a fucking month sabbatical, haven't you?
I'm playing the first Saturday.
Yeah, okay, you're taking a month sabbatical. Oh.
So I think I'm missing the first 2 Sundays, and then the third Sunday's a week off anyway, isn't it?
No,
Oh no.
we've got 3 in a row.
Oh, so I can do. I think I can do the third one.
Oh, that's nice of you. Nice of you to join us.
You're acting like this isn't an issue I have every season. It's basically
No,
the
normally
season.
it's the Saturdays. The
It's like-
Sundays, I normally have you available all summer. But
No,
you're
it's-
swanning off to fucking Wembley.
Yeah, Sunday before I'm going to Chatham, which isn't quite so glamorous. No offense, Chatham.
Some taken. What a fucking... I would take it that's for football as well.
Yeah, so
I mean, that ground's nice,
yeah,
but it's not Wembley
it's
nice.
not Wembley nice, no.
Oh, hang on. Are you going to get in the press box at Wembley?
That's the idea.
Where is it? It's above the tunnel, isn't it?
Got no idea.
I'm sure it's a... I don't know. Take some photos.
Well, yeah, we'll do.
This is me.
Yeah.
No, Tom wanted to see your view of the... This is me at my laptop.
That's Whitstable scoring. Tom is supposed to be reporting, like typing about this. Oh, yeah, I just took a selfie when they scored. Yeah, whoops.
This is me in the background.
It's me running on the pitch to celebrate with him.
This is something we've never seen. You don't see John Motson doing that, do you? Just running down the touchline next to fucking... And, well, I was going to say Ange, but don't get in there. But the Pep's up there going, just a little bit left. And John Motson's behind him going, just a little bit more.
So next week I've got football. I don't actually have football tomorrow.
Have you not? You got it off. So you're actually going to be on time tomorrow night?
I'm getting the train, but yeah.
I'm not 100% sure why those two correlated. Are you gonna be on time? I'm getting the train.
It means I don't have to drive. That's what I mean.
Oh right, okay.
But then I think the reason this has happened is because next week I've got football
Saturday, Sunday.
Tuesday semi-final.
Yeah.
Potentially Wednesday. Obviously, it depends what Dover do tomorrow. They might not finish in the playoffs, but potentially Wednesday. Then Sunday, plus the addition of potentially a final from those semi-finals on Friday and Bank Holiday Monday. So other than that,
What?
yeah, exactly.
That hurt. That was painful to listen to. I won't lie.
Basically, most days I'm going to have some sort of final or playoff game to go to for the next 2 weeks.
But next Thursday you can record. Good. Good answer.
Well, they don't do finals on a Thursday, to be fair, do they?
No, but they do semi-finals.
Well, they might do a semi-final on the because it's the finals are Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So they might do one of them on the. I'll have to look at that now. I don't think it's on the. I don't think they do, but.
Well, it would be nice if they didn't.
So yeah, but yeah. In conclusion, I'm not going to Chichester on tomorrow.
So you'll be at my party
Well, I was always going to be there anyway. It's just how I was going to get there.
or late.
Yeah.
How was your Easter?
Hungover.
I could tell that from some of the fucking texts I was getting from you.
How many texts? I know I sent you one at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you sent me one at about 1 o'clock in the morning going, would it surprise you if I said I was pissed? To which I replied with, it surprised me it's taken so long.
So, that was the only one I sent you?
Yeah, until whatever that Monday when you was coming home and you was texting me about the cricket going, and even they were a bit sketchy to try and decipher.
I wasn't hungover on the Monday. I was just
Tired.
tired. And then it was okay. I didn't have far to go. I only had to go from
Scotland.
Glasgow up to Edinburgh to come back down to home. They weren't running any trains because of the bank holiday from Glasgow.
I'd worked that out, but yeah. Who gets married on a fucking Easter weekend anyway?
What made me laugh was he used to be a sports journalist. And he's basically just gone like, well, he's obviously done it because it works with like 90% of people, apart from Muggins. And then I'm like, going to my boss. Yeah, you know, like the third to last game of the season. I missed that. The second to last game of the season. I missed that.
That one.
And I'm probably gonna need a week after to recover. Yeah.
Did they were they a religious couple? Is that why they did Easter weekend or
No.
I was going to say because if they were a religious couple, it would have been completely ruined by the Pope dying, wouldn't it?
That was after, to be fair, but yeah.
Like, we're really religious. That's why we're going for Easter. He's dead. Fuck.
Well, I don't think they would have said fuck if they were extremely religious, to be fair.
They might have said fuck. They wouldn't have said Jesus Christ, would they?
Pope
Pope alive.
alive. It was messy. So we started.
Hang on. Was you still pissed on the Sunday? Because I reckon that text.
Sunday was.
So you probably picked up your phone and went. You being pissed probably went. The Newcastle keeper's died.
I'm so bad for like when I've had too much drink. I look
Yes.
at my phone. I'm like, oh my god, I sent them a text. What is that?
Do you actually remember texting me at 1 o'clock in the morning going, I'm pissed?
Not really.
I didn't think so.
I reckon we'd probably just come off the dance floor at that point because that was probably finished at 1. So,
So you thought, come off the dance floor. Bearing in mind, your girlfriend didn't go with you.
yeah.
And you thought, just come off the dance floor. I know who will want to know that I'm drunk. Sam.
I was already messaging her like most of the night anyway.
I hadn't heard from you since the day before when you was on the train and went, I'm going past Carlisle. I think this would be quite a good place for a stag do. Which also scared the shit out of me. Doing that put the shitters up me. Hadn't heard from you for... Because of you being at work, me being at work. I don't think I'd heard from you for nearly 24 hours. And the next text I got off you was... I think when I have my stag do, I think I'd like it to be in Carlisle. To which the next text, I read that and went, they've only been going out 6 weeks. Fuck me, I've missed a bit here, and I'm aware that saying going out makes it sound like you're 14, but you know what I mean. I've only been dating for I don't even think that's work. Is that any better? Yes, dating. They've only been together.
Yeah.
And go with that 6 weeks, and he's talking about stag do. And while I'm having that process and thinking about texting, going, Tom, if I missed something, you then text back and went, none of that's happened yet. So you clearly in your head went,
panicked myself.
panicked yourself and went, shit, he's going to think I've proposed. Fuck, shit.
Also, it seemed I wasn't at Nets, not this week, but the last week, and everyone seemed to think that she was going to come with me. I was like, where the hell's that come from?
Well, at no point did I think she was going.
No, neither did I. That was a worrying thing.
It's when Sensei went to me, yeah, I think, I won't say her name because I'm not sure if we said it on here. Does she listen?
No, I don't think so. I've tried.
If you want to see if you know you've been trying to explain the rules of cricket, if you want to see two people not have a fucking clue what they're talking about, got the podcast for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when he said, he's gone up with her, I was like, that is a brave meeting of the family.
It's also not my family, it was just mates.
Oh, I thought
No, it's just mates.
fuck me, that would have been.
Yeah, that would be really weird.
Oh dear. Yeah, he got that wrong, didn't he, Sensei?
Yeah, I'd messaged him before Nets, and he was like, yeah, I don't know where I got that from.
And to be fair, last week he turned up to Nets and he's got a newborn, so I feel for him. I've gone through this stage, but he turned up last week and I thought, you've not had a lot of sleep, have you? You look absolutely knackered.
Yeah, he was talking about it in the pub. He was like, I was like, because some babies do sort of sleep through, get in the habit of it fairly soon. He's like, yeah, mine's not one of those babies.
Yeah, mine appears to have mine's 2 on Sunday and appears to have completely lost the ability to be a human being, as it appears. He was,
So
and I'll tell you what,
turning into you then.
well, yeah,
Bit of...
yeah. Not with the next sentence I say, it's probably not going to help that. My God, he's turned into a violent little bastard. Because
oh, you said about this,
yeah, he decided that he was going to try and headbutt me, and this does not paint me in a good light as a father. But he went to headbutt me, missed, and I had a split second where I went, did he just? And then the next thing is like, right, oh, he did. It took every ounce of my being to not just go, fuck. But then I had that, he's two.
Yeah.
And it probably hurt him headbutting me as much anyway.
Yeah, headbutts. That's maybe one of the things you need to teach him. Just don't go for the head. The headbutt hurts a person that gives the headbutt almost as much.
Oh, I don't know if you get. Did you played football, didn't you?
Yeah. I didn't tend to go around headbutting people on the football pitch.
No, right, Dean. I didn't think you were going around doing that. But did you not do the old.
Not really.
When someone got a bit lippy and you went forehead to forehead?
No.
Hmm.
I generally... You play cricket with me. When have you ever seen me or...
Rainham. Don't even finish that sentence. Rainham.
Other than then, when have you ever seen me lose my temper and like get in an argument with anyone?
No, this is a good point. Although, Wednesday night you did have a little bit, not a strop, when the one got you on the wrist and everyone was going it was out. Of my bowling.
Well, yeah, because everyone was saying it was LBW and I was like, well, I've got a mark on my wrist.
Can I just say, I reckon DRS Hawkeye is still giving that. You don't realise how low down you had got to try and ramp me. I mean, it was brave at the best of times.
I did it to a few of you, didn't I?
Yes.
Switch
And
it.
none of us appreciated it.
I thought, because actually I only had one person bowl a spin, so I did it, and then I thought, fuck, they're going to speed up and bowl shorter. This wasn't my wisest move.
Yeah. There was a moment when I saw, because, did you hear about last week when I did it to Jev?
No.
So Jev got me in the pads, going down the leg side, 3 times in a row. Just massive in-swingers, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. I'm not reading it. And I just thought, bollocks to it, I'm just going to try and ramp him. And I looked like a twat if I got it wrong. It was
Well, that's the thing that always goes through my head when you sort of lining up the shot. You're like, if I don't get this right, it's gonna hurt, or I'm gonna look like a twat, or both.
Yeah, it was middle was going to be cartwheeling, and yeah, I got it. And the look on his face, because it was one of those where I went, fucking nailed that.
Yeah,
like I absolutely nailed it. It's like it's going over the keeper. It's one of the, you know, Joe Root.
Yeah,
not quite like that, but you know what I mean. And yeah, the look on his face, and I was like, I'm gonna regret that. And then, yeah, sure enough, the next 2 that came down were very fucking quick and very much up my ribs.
it surprises me that he's that sort of bowler, but yeah, maybe he's just a don't. Maybe he's a don't. You don't want to see me angry sort of.
Yeah, maybe. Just rile him up.
Yeah.
Jeff, you're coming on to bowl, but by the way, he said you ain't that fucking good. How's he seen you? I might have shown him some videos.
That was Ben Ainsley, wasn't it? But the Olympics. It wasn't a very good day for you, Ben, was it? No, but he's made a big mistake because he's made me angry. Didn't want to make me angry, and then second day just absolutely smoked everyone to get a gold medal. It's like, yeah, but
that ain't gonna be us this season.
Don't want to make me angry because then I'll just lose control of everything I'm doing, and then I'll get even worse.
You won't want to see me angry. Why is that? Because you'll either get me bowled or I'll hit it for 6. It'll be one of the two.
Yeah.
Your over will either go for 36 or you'll get a wicket first ball.
Oh, you get 6 wickets in it. Congratulations. Yeah. So the drinking started for the ceremony. The ceremony was 1:30. Had a Peroni before that. Then we all sat down. I thought about getting a second one, but they said no, you're about to go in. So I was like, right, fine, fair. You know, pace yourself. It's a marathon.
I was going to say it's a bad look as well. Do you?
But then they started the ceremony, and I've never known this at a wedding. But basically, they said, as a show of their love, the bride would like X, Y, and Z to do a shot. Like,
hey,
I've never heard of this before. And then the groom, and then the groom was like, and I was next to, he's a bit of an enigma, but he's just like a complete, he's just a complete legend. He's like just drinks and just doesn't affect him. Anyway, they were like,
well, enough about me.
They were like, and the groom wants X, Y, and Z to do a shot, and he said him who was I was next to, And I like turned around to laugh at him. And then the next name was mine. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. Limoncello shot at 1:30. Excellent.
That's a brave shot as well, isn't it?
And
It tastes like. Do you remember the antibiotic that used to be fucking luminous?
yeah.
It's like that, isn't it?
Yeah. So we both had it, and then they said, you can now drink it. And I was like, drank mine. And then next to me, Mike goes, Reevesy, I'd have had yours. Well, what do you mean? He was like, well, it doesn't really impact me that much. I'd have had yours. I was like, oh, well, you tell me after I've drank it. Brilliant. So
And my piss is now neon.
Anyway, that was because I only knew like the groom from studying to be a journalist with him, and then I knew 2 others
From the drinking.
and then obviously I knew a few others from the stag do, but like in terms of who I properly
Oh,
knew.
is this the one that the stag do was in Amsterdam?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, you tend to get married after the stag do. You don't have just a stag do and then that's that.
Yeah, no, but that was only a month ago you went to Amsterdam.
It was a couple of months ago. I think. February.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Fuck me, that has gone quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I want my stag. I'm going to need at least 6 months to recover from my stag do.
And once you've had your stag do, you have to get married after. You don't get to have another stag do.
I'm just going to keep having stag
Keep
do's.
having stag. It's like being like that lad at university. Like, I've just completed my degree. I'm gonna go do another one. Just keep doing university degrees.
Fuck that. I do one stag do, one wedding, just dump. It's like these people that get married like abroad and then go, we're going to have we're getting married abroad and then we're going to come home and get married again. And you're like,
yeah.
no.
One of my
I
cousins.
don't even want to sit through the first one. Right, Andy,
One of my cousins was going to do that. She's going to get married abroad, and then found out like her mum and dad weren't going to go, and it was like, well, you're going to pay for it? No, we're not going to pay for it. Like, but they've got to come. I was like, well, then don't do it abroad then. You can't.
No.
You can't like start whining at people that they can't come when they can't afford it. Like.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But I have also had this discussion with Rosie, and I said, well, obviously we're now in the engagement phase.
I don't actually know where you'll get in the county.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Canterbury.
Oh, okay. You haven't told
Maybe
me.
I haven't told you.
You've told me the date. You haven't told me where.
Oh, yeah.
You told me where I'm going tomorrow. I know that.
Yeah.
Fancy picking me up off the train station? I'm joking. It's a 4-minute walk.
Mate, it's fucking down the road. You've literally got to come out the station and go over there.
I'll probably see it from the train.
You'll see me outside having a vape. Just follow the puffs of smoke. What was I going to... Yeah, so... yeah, we're in the stage where we're now saving for said wedding, which is a lot more expensive. Do you know what? Had your text actually been true and you went, yeah, I proposed after 6 weeks, why is that? Because I need 4 years to save up for a wedding. I'd have been like, fair fuck. Yeah, nailed that one. Really expensive weddings. And basically we're at a stage where people are just like going, oh, well, I'll give you some money towards it. And I said, I'm not going to be one of these people that's ungrateful and I'm like, oh, yeah, well, no, I want to do it myself because... But some people have been like, oh, yeah, we're going to give you some money. And I said to Rosie, the first thing I said was, I've got no problem accepting money. I'm not above that. But the second someone goes, oh, yeah, well, I'm going to give you this, but can your Auntie Doris that you've not seen since you were 6 months old come to the wedding?
Yeah.
I'll be like, take the fucking money back.
Yeah.
Not being dictated to like that.
No, that's fair.
But yeah, so, but then the point of that was, I'd have been the same. If I was getting married abroad and they were like, we're not coming, okay, you don't have to pay for it then. If I'm paying for it, you're fucking coming.
No, she said she's not paying for it. She said like they said they can't afford it, and she said I'm not paying for it. Like, the bride said I'm not paying for it.
Yeah, then I'd say I'm on the. I hate to say it. I'm on the right side.
So you'd rather then you've not got your mum or dad at the wedding.
No, if you, mate, you know, you actually know. It's probably different. As a man, you have to turn up, say the right name, turn up to the right place at the right time, and try to look half decent because there's photos. It's just going to be funny because all of the groom's party are
Oh
Upwards of
crap!
six-
I hadn't thought about
Upwards
that.
of 6 foot apart from you. So it's gonna. You know what it's gonna look like.
I actually look like I actually am a normal height. I'm gonna look like a fucking dwarf.
Yeah, it's gonna look like when Ben Duckett stood next to Zach Crawley.
Great. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, it's gonna be. And there's the groom, best man. groom. You know, as a man, turn up, try to look decent, say the right name, right place, right time. Don't get too drunk. It's pretty simple.
Well, the groom. To be fair, you've missed a couple of things off which the groom had some issues with last weekend.
Yes,
Remember the rings?
I'm giving them to you. That's on you, mate.
Oh, great.
Basically, what I'm going to do for the wedding is I'm going to pay for it all and then go, everyone else's responsibility. Everyone else deal with it. I will just fund it. And then it will be a case of, fuck, have you heard that Tom forgot the rings? Because it's not going to be me.
No,
it will be. Did you hear that? I don't know. Sensei didn't go and didn't pick the suits up. That's on Sensei. I paid for him. He didn't go and get them.
Yeah. So the bride got told all of this, but on Sunday because they'd lost the wedding. He went and got the wedding certificate in the week, and then they managed to lose it.
Huh?
Yeah. It was basically in a bag. They knew it was in a bag, and then they got to the wedding venue. They're like, "There's about 20 bags there." I was in one of them. And
It's not like moving house, is it? Moving out. Have you seen the steam cleaner? It's in one of them boxes.
Yeah.
This is your fucking marriage certificate.
Yeah. So we kind of bailed him out. To be fair, me and Mike, because we.
And then dropped him in it by telling him a day later.
No, we didn't say. He said.
Ah.
Where's
what you do? Go and get a bag of Harry and just be like.
That was supposed to come up in the speech, and it didn't. He said, "Yeah, I was like basically shitting a brick, and I completely forgot." But because he was obviously reading off the sheet, it's like, "Yeah, I forgot." It's like, "Well, we just saved your marriage. No biggie."
Yeah, the marriage was going down the shitter until Super Tom. Are you? When it comes to speeches at my wedding, are you ad-libbing or reading from?
I might ad-lib a bit of it, but I will probably have a script in front of me.
You'll have your phone on. Oh, you'll be on notes. Hang on. Hang on.
Jack,
I need to ring them back. No, hang on.
Gonna have to ring you back when I'm in the middle of this speech.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll give him 5 minutes. And cheers to the happy couple.
Chat GPT is a wonderful thing.
Oh, fuck, mate. Come on, I reckon...
Here we have insert name here. So that would be Sam. And insert name here. So that'd be Rosie.
I first met Sam at Shuangding. No, I don't think I did.
What an honour it is to be welcomed to a traditional Bangladeshi,
eh? And we are here to take over the world. It is too late for you now, Chat GPT. I think it's gone off the rails. Imagine if that was the bit that spoiled the wedding. What happened? Tom decided to do his speech on Chat GPT. All right, and how did that go? He was talking about tariffs or something.
I don't think I'd if something. I'll probably have
bullet points,
a script in front of me that I'll be.
Oh
reading
fuck
from.
me! You can tell.
No, but I wouldn't. If something like that had happened the day before,
yeah,
I'd either remember it or scribble something in there somewhere.
I can just imagine you turning up with a proper thick script and pause for laugh.
Laugh? Where is the laugh?
Talking to the DJ. If I don't get fuck all, just play a laughing track. Who's laughing that loud? It seems to be coming from the fucking TV.
Oh dear.
Yeah. I probably feel like I should have a conversation with Rosie's dad about speeches.
Who does speeches? So obviously I'll have to do one. Oh yeah, you have to do one.
I was going to say it's my day. It's our day. Right. Can I just say, Rosie did that. I'm getting Rosie back. She texted me in the week and went, yeah, but I just think for my day.
It's
and then the next text I got was our day. Yeah, me, you, and father of the bride.
Okay.
Which I don't understand. It's a weird combination.
Yeah.
I stand up there and go, thank you all for coming. Here's your gifts. Like groom's party, bridal party. Here's your gifts. Thanks all for coming. This is the number for taxis. Irish goodbye. Like that's it for me. You and Rosie's dad are going to paint me very fucking differently. There's going to be him going, yeah, so he's quite helpful around the house. Helped lay tiles, did the kitchen, ran some electrics, happy days. You going, he's an absolute fucking animal. I've heard him call little kids twats on the cricket pitch.
Yeah, wait, do I have to go first out of those speech? I have to go first, don't I?
Yeah, I don't know the tradition behind it.
We might need to set a language kind of barrier in terms of what's...
I don't know.
Well,
what are you going to do? Take a swear jar? It's my own wedding and I'm going to have to be putting 50... Oh, fucking another 5 I can swore again.
No, but like there will be kids around and stuff, so maybe certain words are okay and certain words maybe not. Maybe we need to...
I first remember Sam as stepping on the cricket field when we was about 13 years old. And I remember thinking, he's brave calling him a wanker. You know, I reckon there will have to be a bit of a... I don't know why I'm saying it to you. I don't know why I'm telling you.
Because I'm going first.
Yeah, but you don't swear as much as me.
No, no, but...
Remember that? And how did Sam speak? The speeches went brilliantly. Rosie's dad didn't get too pissed, so his one made sense. Tom's was really good. And then Sam. What happened with Sam? He said, thank you, you cunts. He turned into Harvey Price, basically.
Oh, dear.
And what do we say? Thank you, you cunts.
We had someone, so the best man did a speech, and then the groom did a speech. I don't think it was the bride's...
It's normally the father of the bride.
Yeah, I don't think it was her dad. I think it was her uncle who'd had kidney stones, like literally been in hospital having kidney stones the night before. So...
What?
Yeah, so someone else was going to fill in for him. Like literally, first time I met her was on Thursday, so I'm not going to claim I know her family dynamics because basically
that would be.
I met her, hugged her, I was like, "Really nice to meet you." She was like, "Yeah, I'm off for a Chinese. See you at my wedding." I was like, "Fair, we're having pizza."
Nailed it.
So I think it was her uncle, and someone else was like, "That was about to be me." I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "Well, he was getting kidney stones removed about 12 hours ago."
In my head, I had... Is that Alanis Morissette? It should have been me. But yeah, speeches aren't exactly interchangeable, are they?
No.
So it'd be awkward if...
Yeah, that's right.
I get my cards out and I go, I first met... Tom, these ones are yours. And you're stood there going... Yeah, I'd like to thank you all for coming to my...
Mine. Yeah. Oh, right. So a game from the wedding that I think we should try and play is basically it's kind of started on our chat and then we continued it into the wedding. So
fuck, mate, this is gonna be. Is this gonna be one that runs for? Are we gonna? Has this got legs or is this
gonna have legs? So the groom doesn't smoke. I don't smoke. But then the other two lads that I knew do smoke. Basically, obviously, every time they went out for a fag, because basically I didn't know anyone else, I quite often went out with them. We played this game.
Sorry, I'm just imagining Rachel with friends. And the boss goes out and smokes, and you're like,
pretty much. Played this game, Premier League plodders. So it's footballers that, they're just they're just in the Premier League. They're not really, they don't have a lot of flair, a lot of style. Like a defensive midfielder just kind of does a job.
Right.
And we're just listing players that are plodders and basically arguing, is that player a plodder or not? So, Graham Dorrans.
Yeah, was he West Brom and...
I don't know if he's anywhere. West Ham, wasn't he?
No, I don't think so. Jordan Much.
Yeah.
Are we really doing this on... This is going to be one that I'm going to... 6 o'clock tonight, just be going, oh, Pascal Chimbonda.
Yeah, I suppose Chimbonda. Chimbonda's quite versatile.
Chimbonda is... he's a player manager now.
Yeah.
In Liverpool, isn't he?
Yeah. He's quite versatile. He's literally, you're kind of looking for someone that just does one job, but they're good at that job. So, Matty Everington, just
Oh, Michael Kitely.
Yeah,
from Wolves.
Good, yeah. Did he play for anyone other than Wolves? Yeah, I'm sure he played for West Ham.
Did he?
When they went up.
Because he had one move, which was go left winger, go as if I'm going to cut him right outside, go left and cut cross.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're going to play it. Oh no.
Michael Chopra.
Yeah. Fucking hell. There's loads, isn't there?
Yeah.
When you think about it, there is absolutely fucking loads, isn't there?
I got shot down because I said Stephen Ireland, because Stephen Ireland's got too much flair to be a plodder.
Oh no, yeah, he was quite a flair player.
Yeah. So like, it can't be someone that's like.
He was a bit of a streaks that I won't forget, weren't they?
No. You're literally just looking for someone that does like one job. And
Dan Fletcher.
Yeah,
I reckon Darren. I don't think.
I mean, he obviously played for Man United, so he's quite a high end plodder.
I was going to say, I don't think there's many plodders for the top 6. And I'm aware that Man United aren't in the top 6 at the moment. But the top 6 from our era, there wouldn't be many because everyone.
Michael Carrick, but I think he probably had too many good years. Although
No, he could do a lot. He had quite a good. I think everyone forgets how good Michael Carrick's engine was. Everyone just thinks that he used to pick the ball up and just ping it 60 yards. He could run. Darren Fletcher, all he could do was run. Oh, fuck me. Your brain just starts going.
Yeah, this was something that started on the chat like 3 or 4 weeks before the wedding. And like every time they went out for a fag, just randomly turn around to each other and be like, "What about Seb Larson?" And then they were like, "No, too much flair."
Yeah,
again.
Seb Larson had way too much flair.
But yeah, we just like chucking
Alan
back.
Hutton.
Yeah. Although he could play both sides, but yeah.
Oh, so it's single-sided, so it's not.
Well, no, but it's just kind of.
Can't do this with cricket, can you?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Could you do like a county championship plodders? Could you do some sort of like ploddy? So probably not played for England, or maybe only played for England a couple of times, but like just good at.
Michael Carberry.
Yeah, well,
Played
maybe,
for England, but
maybe a bit too aggressive to be like sort of a plodder.
Dom Sibley. He's
Yeah.
nicknamed the Wardrobe.
Yeah, he's probably not played for England enough, is he? Sam Northeast, maybe.
I mean, it's hard to say someone that's got a double century
Yeah, but
in a recent memory.
there's a few. Toby Rowland Jones, I thought was.
Yeah, Alex Tudor.
Yeah, Alex Tudor's a good one.
Have you heard him do the radio?
No.
His voice. Oh God.
Sean Udow.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Gareth Batty.
No, we've had that conversation. If you went till you was 43 million years old, that you can't do that. It's hard to say Jimmy Henderson's a plodder.
But it's not. It's not really a derogatory thing. It's just like.
I wouldn't say it's a compliment.
But it's just like they're an opening batsman. Almost like even Ben Compton might be a bit of a plodder, but it's just like they're just good at that one thing. So they're like not a gun in the field. They don't bowl, but they're just very good at that one thing.
I've got the perfect plodder. Never played for England. Good at one thing. Not very good in the field. Doesn't bowl. Tom, you're a plodder.
Yeah, I probably am. Yeah, I probably am a plodder.
Yeah. Going back number 5. Try not to get out within 2 overs just to give us a chance to get more people with pads on.
Yeah, pretty much. I am a plodder.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of thing, like just someone that sort of nerdles it around in the middle order.
So you've
like
gone from being the plug to the plod.
the plod. It definitely works more with football because
There's more positions.
yeah, but
Can you have a plodding goalkeeper? Because I've got
I
one.
might have to put a message in the chat.
I've got one, but I don't know if he counts as a plodder.
Go on.
Nigel Martin.
I don't. Well, goalkeepers, like you're talking about someone that's good in one position. A goalkeeper's only ever going to be good at being a goalkeeper.
Yeah, but Nigel Martin, like he wasn't phenomenal,
yeah,
but he wasn't shit.
no, that's true.
I mean, he went.
he played for a few clubs. Yeah, that's
And he's
kind
a cricketer now, isn't he?
of part of it.
He's a cricketer now.
Yeah.
Plays in Yorkshire. But yeah, no, I'm Nigel Martin.
Actually, I've got to put a message in the chat and say, can you have a goalkeeper?
Can you have? Because if it is Nigel Martin, we're gonna have to. When we start the stag do for me chat,
Yeah,
game's gonna get put in there, isn't it?
yeah.
Okay. Guess what we're doing after pod? Creating that group. Yeah, Nigel. I reckon Nigel Martin. Although, actually, no. Now I've said that, there's going for 2. Was it British transfer fees he went for? It's the first £1 million goalkeeper, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And then did he go for a British record from Leeds to Everton.
Yeah,
So-
both of those.
Might be a bit difficult to do it as a.
Hold on, I've put the message in the chat and literally getting a reply right away. I've got the feeling it's going to be a no.
This is good.
Mika Richards, is he arguably a plodder?
Uh,
That was one that's come up.
I think that's a bit difficult if he's played abroad.
Yes, you're right.
What, Nigel Martin?
Nigel Martin cancels the plodder. But I suspect your mate has taken plodder to mean someone that's fat.
Right, John Parkin.
Well, John Parkin's a Football League plodder. He wasn't in the Premier League.
He was.
Not
Oh,
long
no,
enough.
oh, we're talking Premier League. Oh, Premier League plodder.
We could do a Football League plodder as well, but
No, let's do Premier League. We'll start a group chat with the people that are going on this. Well, part of the groom's party. It might be awkward for Rose's brother who doesn't like football.
oh right.
He might not
We could
understand.
do it on other sports.
Unless you can do it on cars.
Yeah, don't forget about
Formula One plodders. Schumacher, he was at Ferrari for a while.
Anyone on the Brawn team? Although they did win it.
No, that's harsh. Talking of plodders,
Yeah.
and this is a fucking segue and a half that I've just caught off the hoof.
Well, yeah, though you have caught it off the hoof. 'Cause I just threw that on you. You didn't know about that game.
Yeah, no, but I've also just caught this segue on the hoof. That I think you've now ruined by trying to do that, but we'll run with it. Plodding along, Gloucestershire, care to explain? Anyone from Gloucestershire care to explain what the hell that was last weekend?
Mm. Well, the game's going to finish in a draw anyway. Oh, we got Compton. He got 180 in the first innings. We might have half a sniff. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, Zach's playing.
Yeah. Yeah, that was weird. It was kind of like I think I messaged you because I was watching it, watching bits of it
On the train.
on the Wi-Fi. Yeah. I think they were just like it was one of those where you're trying to take the game like out of Kent's hands. I think Kent were left with something like
390 odd to chase, wasn't
at
it?
7 and over, so they were never going to do that, and they weren't going to go for it at sixes, really, were they? So,
No, it was a bit of a weird. So, for those who don't know, Gloucester and Kent drew last weekend because what did Gloucester set 370, didn't they?
Mm.
Kent got within. Was it within 20?
Huh?
Was it within 20 the first innings?
Oh yeah, it was fairly close.
So Kent got within. Let's say.
Oh
40.
no, it wasn't. They got 472. Kent got 393.
So I was right within the 50, but so 472. Kent get to 392. Gloucestershire bat again, and for whatever reason, bearing in mind they had a 50-run head start, the pitch was clearly getting harder to play on.
Yeah.
Set them 3.
So they scored 333, so more than 400.
No, your maths has taken a hit there.
No, it hasn't, because
They had a lead of 50 odd in the first.
it's not 50 odd, because it's
You said 50 odd.
472 all out, 393 all out, so that's 80.
All right, so let's
410.
chase down 400
Yeah.
because Tom lied to me again, but only left them. Was it a session?
Yeah, well, 40.3 overs, but
So a session and a bit
yeah.
to chase it, to either chase
We
it down
were
or
two
take.
down by T. So yeah, but it wouldn't have been many overs.
Yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't the best idea.
It's not the
Quite a
best.
good game, to be fair.
Yeah, but it's not a good advert for fucking county cricket, is it?
No, but I feel like part of it is because I looked before, I did some research before I came here.
Bullshit.
I
Don't believe
looked. There's only one team that's won more than one game this year.
Kent.
Everyone else has won only one, and one team's drawn all three of their games, and they're mid-table in Division 1.
Sorry.
But there's no like real. Kent aren't even top of Division 2 because there's no real benefits to winning, which sounds ridiculous, but that's the truth.
Yeah,
In
I
terms of
suppose the
points.
benefit is that you go and get the points.
But you don't get a lot more points.
What is it for a full hat? Is it 30? 10 for the win.
Yeah,
No, is it 12 for the win?
12 for the win. You get, but then lots of teams haven't been getting the bonus points, especially like the batting bonus points.
No, that's what I'm saying. What is the bonus? Is it 10 batting, or is it 8? No, it's 8 batting, 8 bowling, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you can maximum you can get is 28.
Yeah.
It's right, isn't it? 12 for a win,
Mm.
8 batting, 8 bowling.
But you never get both, do you? Because if you get
Bat-
someone all out for, say, 200 and get all the bowling points, you tend to be all out for about 220, 230. And
Yeah, no, because is it for full batting? You got to have 400 in the first 100 overs.
yeah, and you got to do it within time. Yeah.
Yeah, and then bowling is 10 wickets within the. Bowling 10 wickets within the first 100 overs, isn't it?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So the only realistic way that you could do it is bat first, bat like the fucking clappers,
Yeah.
and then bowl them out quickly.
But then you're going to win the game doing that, or you'd thought you'd win the game doing that anyway. But yeah, just it doesn't seem to be like any sort of desire to win a lot of games. But then there doesn't seem to be a lot of appetite for a lot of sort of incentive to do it anyway. So
Who's it you spoke? You said you spoke to, or you saw a report.
yeah, someone because Leicestershire were above Kent after 2 games. Kent played 2-1-2. Leicestershire played 2-1-1, drawn 1, and they were above Kent. So you can actually get more points by drawing. Like,
That seems backwards, doesn't it?
Yeah, and Surrey are mid-table,
You looking at the table.
but they're not that far off top.
So who's topping Div 1?
Notts and Sussex.
So Nottingham are still winning the title.
Yeah, but they've both only won 1, drawn 2, and then Surrey are only 11 points off that, which you can easily probably make that up in
A couple of games.
Yeah, maybe not one game, but in a couple of games. And they've drawn all 3.
That's weird, isn't it? The fact that you can get so many of your points.
It just doesn't really make a lot of sense, does it? It's very, I mean, obviously it's still quite early, but it's very close because you've got Notts on 49, Sussex on 49, Essex on 47, Warwickshire on 46, Hampshire on 43, Yorkshire's one's quite nice because they played 3, won 1, lost 1, drawn 1. They're on 40. Then Surrey on 38. We had a bit of a gap to Somerset.
So my guess for who I think might win the title, not going brilliantly.
No, not going. Not a great start, is it?
No.
I think Essex is still fairly well placed, aren't they?
Yeah, but well, we're not really, we only looked at the Kent scores really. But this is a question I asked Sensei.
Mm.
If so, England went to Essex, didn't they, and said, I need you to rest Sam Cook
Yeah.
because he's in line for basically getting test squad.
Mm.
But he hasn't got an England central contract.
No.
Could Essex have refused? Because the central contract is designed, or any contract, T20,
Yeah.
the developmental is designed that if England go, you need to rest Sam Cook, you need to rest whoever.
Yeah.
The central contract pays that player's wage for that, so the county doesn't lose out.
Yes, I guess they could do. But then, I don't know, does the club make money from having a player play for England, or is it just
No,
like the
I think it's the wages
kudos?
covered.
Yeah. And like the kudos of,
Yeah.
we've got a player playing for
I
England.
think it's a case of like, if let's say it's going to cost you Kent, if you play for Kent, it costs them 10 grand every time you play. I think England go there's a 10 grand because he's not playing, sort of thing. I think,
Yeah.
or we pay him the 10 grand rather than you paying it. Maybe not. There's 10 grand to pay him, but you know what I mean. But so if Sam Cook, could Essex have turned around and gone, no,
Probably, but it wouldn't have been a great look.
no, it's not a great look, but he's their top wicket taker.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess they probably could have done. He's not contracted, is he? So.
No. I mean, I don't.
He's not going to be contracted for a while now because they've only just done it, haven't they? That was only a couple of months ago.
That's every year, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a yearly
Yeah.
thing. So, but they haven't done it, so they'll have to wait till next year.
So yeah, could they just? And again, what would happen when it comes to if he gets picked for the test squad?
I don't think you can turn him. You can't turn around to England and be like, "No, you can't take it."
No, I know, but what happens with his wages?
Oh, I guess I don't know, but there
Because
must
he's
be
not
some.
contracted.
Yeah, there must be some sort of an agreement. But kind of, yeah, it's strange that he wasn't actually. When you think about it, it's not like a surprise that he's in the frame. So why the hell wasn't he given a central contract anyway, or like some sort of contract? Are you sure he wasn't one of these like developmental
No,
ones, or like?
no, because I asked the sensei,
Oh,
and he said, "Well, his response was, I fucking hope so."
hmm, weird.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand the fucking contracts anyway.
No.
Like, you've got people that are on central contracts that only play one
One format.
one format.
Yeah,
Don't understand. So, and am I right in thinking Bairstow's still on a central contract?
I think so.
Are you looking now as to how the central contracts work?
No,
Oh, I thought you was going to bore us with the central contract chat.
no. One of the players playing for Gloucester, they did do very well with the back because we actually had them at the start of that game.
They were struggling.
They were like 30 for free or something,
Yeah.
40 for free. And then Cameron Green walks to the wicket, and then like, yeah.
Bit fucking good, him, aren't they?
Yeah. It's a bit. They're actually going to be quite a decent. I would imagine they'll be sort of up there in Division 2 because I think they've got Bancroft most of the year, and obviously he missed out that game. He's going to score runs more often than he's going to miss out.
Cam Green.
And then they've got Cameron Green.
And then who was the other one?
Was Bracey get?
Yeah, James Bracey, that was the other one. Got 160 odd.
Yeah. So,
And then what made it really... This is how I could tell how pissed you still were, was when we was discussing Cameron Green getting out the first time, and you going, well, at least he's gone. And I had to text back and go, he's only gone off injured, mate. He could come back.
But
and he did.
I didn't see it because we were doing stuff. I just saw he got, and it's where he got to 100 and retired hurt. It's like a bit random. I didn't know if he might literally just come off the plane like the day before a game, gone and got 100 and then been like, that's enough and come off.
No,
but he did seem like he genuinely.
It was like, he's coming back. Bollocks.
Yeah.
119, wasn't it? You got in the end?
That's like the Steve Smith when he got hit by Archer. He's coming back out. But he's not going to play like many technical shots here, is he? He's just going to swing really hard and see what happens. Yeah. So no, he played well. That was a lot of good batting actually. To be fair, in that game, like you got
Ben Compton.
Ben Compton's 180.
Yeah, he has hit the ground running this year.
Yeah.
Him and Miaye obviously against whoever he played Middlesex. And then again, he's papering over the cracks a little bit of, right, end of the first over. We are one down, but Ben Compton's still there.
Yeah. Well, that was...
they could turn around and go, in that first innings, our openers did get 190 together. The problem is, Ben Compton got 181 of them.
I did really fear for us when I looked at the scorecard. Cause I looked at the scorecard at tea and we were 2 down, and I thought, I'm going to make it hard work of this, but it's not too bad because we're only 2 down. So
and Miaye's in form, it'll be fine.
Because obviously the 2 batsmen that'll be out will have been Crawley and Deeves, and I looked, I was like, oh, it was Compton and Deeves. Oh dear.
Yeah.
But to be fair to Zach, I think it's fair to say, I think there's a TikTok of it actually, like, him and Grant like rode their luck at times in those last 30 odd balls.
Why was Grant keep running singles? Because I was just thinking, going, even BBC, I was looking at it on BBC Sport, and it was going, well, Zach's just gone to run a single on the last ball, and Grant's just sent him back. That's brave. Oh fuck.
So they rode a fair bit of luck, but to be fair though, I think in those situations it's so easy just to. And what a lot of them did, like I think Jack Leading was there for a while, but you just get stuck. You just don't.
Yeah.
So to be fair,
Deeps didn't.
No, to be fair, I don't think he started at all this year. He had a really good pre-season. He's obviously a really good player, but I can't think of a single game.
No, I don't think he has yet either. No, he didn't get one against Middlesex, did he? He didn't get one against. Who did we play first? Oh,
That feels a long time ago.
Our memory is fucking awful, isn't it?
Yeah. We won it.
No shit, Sherlock. Lancashire? No.
Sussex?
Might have been. Oh, fuck me. I'm shot, aren't I?
It also doesn't help that we're in Division 2 now, so, like, sorry, Essex, oh no, they're in Division now.
We know the teams it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't these ones. These are too good.
But I don't think there's any. What I was going to look was I don't think there was any results last week at all.
What do you mean?
County Championship.
Yeah, didn't Lancashire won? I think
Oh, Essex won.
Lancashire win.
Middlesex won.
That might be the one I was thinking of. There's one that was quite a big win.
Middlesex won by 9 wickets.
That might not be the one I was thinking of. What was the?
Essex won by 28 runs.
I thought that was a big one. Match drawn. Match drawn.
Yeah, exactly.
Match drawn. Match drawn. Match drawn.
But none of these. I know we were saying Kent were in trouble, but none of these are like 8 or 9 down, frantically clinging on. Like Lancashire were 90 for 3. Leicestershire hadn't even batted again.
One of them was rained off completely, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it started raining at 11 o'clock, and by 11:15 they went, now we're fucking done for the day.
Yeah. Yorkshire were. Oh, but Durham hadn't batted again. They were 6 down. Yeah, so not many of these games were even really that close to a result. Middlesex were chasing 59, which obviously is not a lot to chase down. Did it in 7.5 overs, so obviously.
But lost a wicket.
Yeah. They're obviously worried about a light or something, I guess, weren't they?
Oh, was Middlesex... Oh, no. Was Middlesex the one where they came off and then went back out again?
Might have been. Holden got 100. He's getting towards an England call-up, isn't he?
Who? What?
Max Holden.
Possibly.
I feel like I've seen a story about him. Is it?
You always see stories. You work in news.
Yeah. Can't see Rossi.
Who are they going to drop then?
I don't know. It might have just been him being linked with a...
Well, England's first... What's the date? 25th? Their first test is soon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it Zimbabwe?
Yeah.
Got one off test against Zimbabwe, haven't we? We probably need to preview that at some point. How many of the Zimbabwean players do you know?
0.
Might have to do a bit of research on this one.
Yeah.
Do you think Jacob Bethel stays in the team?
I think they'll probably start with the same sort of side, but I'd be fairly open to changing it.
Well, realistically, the only change could be Zach.
Yeah, I think he's probably done enough in these 2 games.
But again, I texted you this, didn't I? I texted you this going, he got 50 in the second innings, but fuck all in the first one.
Yeah.
Game before, was it 36 in the first innings?
Yeah.
And then jack shit in the second one.
And what, the one where Tawanda and Compton won it? No, he didn't. He got nothing nothing in the first innings, but he got like 70 or something.
That's it. It was the other way around, wasn't it? It's just...
He set up the run chase.
Just needs to... Both innings.
Yeah. Nichols is going to Worcestershire. Are Worcestershire the ones that were top, or was that Warwickshire? Or Div 1?
You didn't say.
That's what I said.
Warwickshire are in Div 1.
Oh, Worcestershire at bottom of Div 1.
I was going to say, Worcestershire are also in Div 1, I think.
Yeah. Signed him on a 6-game deal.
Tom Nichols from...
Henry Nichols.
Henry Nichols from New Zealand. Oh.
He's only 33. Feels like he's been around forever.
Yeah, fucking hell.
When was the World Cup? That was
2019, 6 years ago.
6 years ago. So he's 27 then.
Yeah. In England. Won it. Don't like to talk about it.
And then Durham signed free to help ease bowling crisis. But how many injuries can they have? We're only like...
Who have they signed, sorry?
Signed 3 players. They've signed Cody Youssef, some South African bowler.
Right.
And then Jake Ball and Jack Blatherwick on 14-day loans.
And how many players have they got injured?
7 bowlers since I've
Fucking hell!
Headed by some bloke called Bryden Cast.
Yeah, he's still recovering from his stitches, isn't he?
So it does quite some going.
Matt Potts is fit, isn't it? Do you know what? I actually read this story. Matt Potts is the only is the only seam bowler they've got that's fit. And he's top of the... I think he's top of the wicket takers.
He probably has to be.
No, as in the league.
Yeah, I know, but just like... Can I just have a rest? No. But I'm really tired. I've bowled for 3 days straight, but we have no other option. Just keep going.
It's just... There's like... Matt Potts, overs, 139.
Yeah.
How's he done that?
I've got to go to bowling leg spin, skipper. Why? Because I bowled for 2 days straight.
It'll be like when Chris Wokes had to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I am knackered, mate. I am absolutely knackered. Should we do a quiz?
Yeah.
We didn't do a quiz last time.
It does feel like it's been a very long time. It's like sometimes it is 2 weeks, and it has only been 2 weeks, but it just feels like it's been a long time.
Do you want a page number?
74.
Oh, you do this every
How many pages are there?
Not that many.
Oh.
There are
44.
60.
44 then.
I really need to start writing down your scores so I know what you got.
It also would be helpful if you wrote down what pages I'd done, because we did the same page again.
I don't think we've done this one. This is Sussex.
Oh, okay.
How much do you know about Sussex?
Loads. I'm a massive advocate of theirs.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Good luck with this one, then. Oh, no, hang on. Some of these are a bit fucking... Jesus Christ. Well, it's 10 questions, so if you don't get at least 7,
right,
you should hang your head in shame.
I thought you were going to go somewhere else with that.
I was, but I changed it. I thought that might be a little bit harsh. What type of animal, question 1, what type of animals are featured on the crest of Sussex cricket? Hang on, I've just realised I haven't got the answers.
Well, I don't think you need the answers to that one, do you?
Well, I do.
Do you?
Yeah, why?
Oh, is it more than one?
Well, no, what type of animals?
Sharks.
On the crest of Sussex cricket? I've got birds here.
Birds?
Not Sussex Sharks, Sussex Cricket Club.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
That's a bad start, isn't it? Who did Luke Wright play for before Sussex?
Yeah.
Brother, brother.
But do you think that was an easy one?
No, I think the next ones are.
Oh.
I thought the first one was, to be honest.
Surrey?
No. Leicestershire.
Oh, okay, I wouldn't have known that.
What is the nationality of Travis Head? I'm slightly worried that you don't fucking know. Your brain's on the same. What type of bowler is Timor Mills?
A fucking first one. Pace.
Yeah, left arm fast. In what year was Jofra Archer born? 93, 95, 97?
Well, that's not 93 because he's not as old as us.
No.
95 would make him 30 this year.
Yep. 97.
97.
You think he's 97?
It's got to be 97, isn't it?
He's 95.
Is it?
Yeah, he's turning 30 this year.
Is he?
Yeah, that's why they were saying about the Red Bull summer. Would he be ready?
Oh.
In what year did Ollie Robinson first play Test cricket for England?
Oh, I can remember the the tweets coming back and biting him on the backside. I can't remember the year. Was it before COVID?
No.
2021.
It is 2021. So what have you got so far? 3.
Yeah, I think so.
You've got to get these 4 right for me not to punch you in the head. Or just call you an idiot. Carl Hopkins shared a record 363 fourth cricket partnership against Somerset in 2009 with which Zimbabwean cricketer? This is good practice. We need to know some.
Zimbabwean cricketer. I don't know if I can name one ever.
Murray Goodwin.
Oh, him.
Yeah. Corey Collymore played for Sussex between 2008 and 2011. Which international team did he play for?
Corey Collymore.
Yeah.
South Africa?
West Indies.
Oh, I wasn't going to go for that.
At which county did Ravi Bopara spend majority of his career before joining Sussex in 2020?
Essex.
Hey! We've got 4. John
I
Wisdom.
can't believe you thought these were easy.
Yeah.
Other than the bird one.
And Jofra Archer's age.
Yeah.
John Wisdom played for Sussex 1845 to 1863. But what is he most famous for?
You said Wisdom, but let's assume the Wisdom book.
Wisdom. Sorry.
Wisdom.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was going to throw me, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Wisdom Cricketers My neck.
My back.
You got 5. Shall we put that down to that you're tired
Yeah.
and
Let's do
hungover?
that. I'm not hungover. How long do you think it takes me to get over a hangover?
I'll let you know on Monday.
Yeah, I've got to be a bit careful because I've had like 10 days off work. I can't be rolling in on Monday. Like I'm hanging out my ass.
From last week. Oh, I've got to go and get a haircut now. Make myself look decent for tomorrow.
I have to get my wedding suit back out.
You wearing a suit tomorrow?
No, of course not.
I was going to say, how come I'm going jeans and jacket? You basically wear what you wear to work anyway.
Just walk around. That's why I sleep in. I just sleep in a wedding suit. I'm surprised you haven't noticed it on the cricket pitch. Everyone's playing in white, Tom. What the fuck?
I thought you just had one of them Liverpool linen suits on.
Liverpool linen suits. What year was that? That was
98.
I don't really remember that, but like
I remember the hoo-ha about it.
I don't really remember. But then I think my dad like showed me it once. He was like, "This Liverpool game's famous for something that happened off the pitch." He's like, "You'll probably guess quite quickly." What do you? Oh, right.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Do the social medias.
We're on social media. Please follow us.
I wonder if that joke is ever going to get boring.
That was too hilarious.
Me.
Your face then.
Oh. I've not had enough sleep for this.
Wait until you hear my jokes that I've got planned for tomorrow. I don't have any jokes.
Are you doing a speech tomorrow, are you? Or just doing some crowd work? What's your name and where are you from?
Yeah, so we're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, possibly. I can't remember.
Maybe, I can't remember.
From the Boundary Pod. If you have any questions, queries, or general bollocks that you want help with, you can email us.
Yeah, because we sound like we've got our life together. That will help.
You can email us at fromtheboundarypod@gmail.com. We also have a Patreon, which gives you access to special episodes and discount on merchandise.
And the weekly exclusive that's coming probably the week after next, isn't it? Not next week.
Yeah.
You just said you're too busy next week. So a week after that.
No, the week after that. 3 weeks.
3 weeks' time. Which we think we're going to call... We've not worked out what we're going to call it yet.
I was a bit like, I looked at you, it's like, don't think we had this conversation yet.
Yeah. I think we started the conversation and never came up with an answer. So it's going to... Title pending.
Anyway, so...
But you'll only get them on Patreon. They won't be on YouTube or anything.
And that's From the Boundary Pod again.
Podcast.
From the Boundary Podcast. And that is about it. That's all she wrote.
It feels like it's all she wrote. I am knackered.
Go back to bed.
I think I'm going to.
You're going to go for a haircut and fall asleep in, like... So how's your...
How's your Easter? Yeah, I think I need another couple of hours sleep.
Yeah.
And we're good to go.
Okay. Adios, amigos.
I think I've just taken my nail back a bit too far.
No. Might have ruined my exit. I've just said adios, amigos, and now I've got to stay here.
Bye.